Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the channel. It's your boy, World of Wrestling, here today to discuss about WWE Smackdown, February 21st, 2025 review. This show sucked. And the main talking point of the show for Smackdown was The Rock and Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring. Apparently they seem like they're forcing a narrative that they fucked up back on January 6th. I came out and I said, this must be a sign notifying us that The Rock was basically saying he's not going to be able to do anything at Mania. And now all of a sudden, he's back in the fold. Doing another repeat of what he did last year. Only this time, the winner of the Elimination Chamber feels the wrath of The Rock. Rock is always putting himself in these weird ball situations in the last 2 years. I'm not really a fan of this. He came out on the show coming across like he was the good guy Rock, and he was portraying the final boss and all that, and that was fine and dandy. I had no problem with him portraying as the final boss. But to go in and out of character, 1 minute acting like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and then acting like the final boss, where he's shitting on the fans, saying that they have herpes, and he's gonna slap the herpes off of a woman's face in the audience and whatnot. I mean, granted, that was pretty harsh, but also funny at the same time. He also was going ahead and talking about some other shit, like trying to shit on the crowd and force a narrative that nobody has seen him do in a year. He's going back and forth, coming across like he's got bipolar syndrome. Like, can we stick with a fucking character for The Rock and go with it? This is mind-numbingly stupid. And I'm not really a fan of this. I love seeing The Rock on television. He brings a lot of buzz. Don't get me wrong, but The Rock is just... He's in the wrong place at the wrong time. Every time. And now we got an Elimination Chamber going on, granting the winner to face the WWE Champion. He calls Cody out and he says, I want you to be my champion. You've been the company's champion, you've been the people's champion, and you've been a great champion. But I want you to be more than just a great champion. I want you to be my champion. And Cody was a little dumbfounded and confused. He didn't really know how to respond to his commentary and what he was asking for. Like, technically he is The Rock's champion, since he is one of the hierarchy bosses within TKO. So I'm not quite getting what The Rock's trying to get at here with this so-called be my champion. And he looks at The Rock and he says, what, you want my title if I don't want to be your champion? And he goes, no, I don't want the title. I want your soul. I'm like, what in the fuck are we getting at here? Now, I mean, you could look at this as a positive. We could look at this as a cliffhanger, as a way of getting us intrigued to see where this is going, even though right now it may not make any sense to us. Which, I mean, that's the optimistic way of looking at it. Or looking at it like how WWE always seems to do, is turn something into shit. Which they're pretty good at doing in the past history. Now, granted, under Triple H, it's a little different. He's actually producing decent shows. He's producing storylines that go somewhere, and so forth. And it makes sense. But this one doesn't make any sense. This feels somewhat of a Vince McMahon type of fucking move. I mean, last year they managed to make sense of it. I'll give them that. It was a lot of, jumping through hula hoops to get there, but they got there. Finally. And that was something The Rock pointed out, too, from last year. He stated that, I asked to Nick Khan and Triple H to both have, for them both to move you aside so I can get the shot for the match with Roman Reigns. And you did that, but then you came back at me and you stood up to me. You slapped me across the face, which not too many people will ever be able to do. He said, I have a lot of respect for you doing that. But my problem, at that point, you stood up to me and then you fought back and you won. And I have a ton of respect for you. So I guess if you can't beat him, join him. Or in this case, you can't beat him, have him join you. Sounds a little ass backwards, but you get my drift. I don't know what this means. Does this mean we get Cody to turn heel? Do we get CM Punk winning the Elimination Chamber, facing Cody Rhodes? We don't really get a response even at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view as to what Cody's response is to The Rock. And then at Mania, CM Punk faces Cody and gets screwed out of the championship opportunity of being the WWE World Champion. Is that what happens? I mean, there are so many different possibilities, and with me saying all that, you might be saying, well, then why are you complaining? I don't know, maybe because I want the show to fucking make sense. And throwing The Rock in here really throws a wrench in making sense of anything. Because at the end of the day, if Cody rejects Rock's offer, what do you think's going to happen? The Rock's going to want Cody's ass and the championship. Or, here's another idea. Instead of Cody being The Rock's champ, we get CM Punk to be a corporate sellout. And him and Paul Heyman work together with The Rock to grant CM Punk the ability to become the new WWE champion. That I like. That could be the favor that Punk wants from Paul Heyman. To give CM Punk an easy out to getting the WWE Championship. And Paul Heyman talks to The Rock, and The Rock gives him what he wants in helping him win the title. And CM Punk is the one that sells his soul to the devil. Well, I wouldn't say The Rock's a devil, but asking for someone's soul in order to get things hand given to you on a silver platter, yeah, that sounds a little more like handing your soul over to the devil in a sense. But Rock is basically trying to portray Vince McMahon on television. This is not who The Rock truly is in real life. At least I don't think it is. But yeah, I honestly get from this story that Rock is trying to become the new Vince McMahon. And I think CM Punk might actually become the corporate sellout. Only this is a little backwards because the way CM Punk dresses and the way Cody Rhodes dresses, Cody dresses like a professional corporate guy. CM Punk dresses like us, like the average Joe, everyday guy who just lives a normal life. He just so happens to be very popular in the wrestling realm of things. I don't know. I mean, it could be very interesting. The other thing I thought about is they turned this match into a triple threat match. The Rock asks CM Punk to move over, and allow him to do it, we get a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, and CM Punk beats The Rock for the WWE Championship. Rock sells for CM Punk, and basically Punk gets revenge from what happened to him, I believe, 12 years ago from WrestleMania 29. Because at WrestleMania 29, Punk was actually penciled in possibly of being in the main event of WrestleMania. But that was cut short because The Rock was able to win the WWE Championship, and then it was never turned into a triple threat match. The John Cena Rock match had to happen again for a rematch, so John Cena could get his revenge loss and win the WWE Championship on top of it. So that was what that was all about. Him doing that at this WrestleMania, beating The Rock to add The Rock in there so Rock can lose to CM Punk with a GTS. I guess I'd be okay with that. I mean, there's some positives coming out of this, but the way this came across just seems so fucking odd and strange. And it just throws another wrench of illogical booking because of what we saw on January 6th on Netflix. I'm not really a fan of this because if you're going to do that, then why go back on what you were doing? Or why have The Rock break character, having him be this happy-go-lucky Dwayne The Rock Johnson who cares about the business instead of the final boss who don't give a fuck about no one but himself type character. Don't quite understand it. Don't quite get it. And at the end of the day, this felt very strange and awkward the way this promo worked. Because one minute he was liking towards the crowd, and the next minute he's acting like the character of the final boss. It comes across very weird, makes him seem like he's out of his fucking mind, like he's psychotic. I have no idea how to really look at this outside it's fucking warped out and retarded. But, that was the overall gist I got from that. The rest of the show was there. The matches, whatever. Jimmy Uso beat Drew McIntyre in a match, which blew me the fuck away. Matches on the show weren't all that important. I wasn't really fond of this show all that much outside of The Rock and Cody Rhodes. And the rest of it was okay. Damian Priest got a W. He got momentum. Drew McIntyre losing made no fucking sense to me, honestly. I think that was absolutely dumb as shit. Street Profits interfered in a WWE Tag Team Championship match. And then we had the Motor City Machine Guns getting involved in it as well. So to me, it seems like we're going ahead and like getting a fatal four-way ladder match, or it could be a tag team turmoil. That would be good, honestly. I'd be okay with that. That's something different. At least we're doing eliminations or some shit. But honestly, SmackDown to me, not a great show. I just didn't particularly care for it. I thought it fell short, in my opinion. Outside of Rock and Cody, and even that seemed a little awkward and weird. So I wasn't too keen on that. Overall, it is what it is, you know? But, yeah, it's pretty much my overall feelings on this. So at this time, guys, you know what to do. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you on that. Thank you guys very much for watching. And have a great night, guys. Bye.